Let me go across to Avik Saha, who's with us, Kisan Andolan, colleague of Yogendra Yadav, who's been closely involved with the farmers' movement. Avik Saha was asking Yogendra Yadav this earlier as well, that when you look at agriculture, that's one area which seems to have done reasonably well, but how much of that can the government take credit for, and as likely to during the budget, versus what the reality is and what they ought or should be doing?
Well, you see, the figures that are there show you that production has not gone down. But as always, we've seen this for the last 5 years, the producer is always left behind. We are going to track the promise of the Prime Minister of doubling farmers' income made in 2016. And today's budget is the last budget by which the figures should come to us. For the last 5 years, no figures are there. I mean, I was just reading last year's announcement on this, which says our government is committed to the goal of doubling farmers' income by 2022. That's as cryptic as it gets. So, of course, you're committed because you made the announcement. But where are you and where have you reached and what next? So that's a key area. So as a community, the farmers and farm workers are looking at this budget to see, one, where is the promise of doubling? Two, of course, we know it has not been kept and it has not been fulfilled. So what next is an actually important question. You know, when a budget document, this is a debate on vision versus and data, backed by data. So the key question that is being put today is, where exactly do we stand and what do you really want to do after this? Because bandying figures about agricultural production growth is nice, it's great. As an Indian, I'm proud of it. But those who make that growth happen, where do they stand and what does this government want to do about them?
Right.
And so the farmers' movement has told you.
Yes. In concrete terms, Mr. Saha, what is the one or two things then could the budget reflect that is going to actually spur this or make this idea of doubling farmers' income more realistic? Is it to continue to boost prices at which crops are procured? Is it to, some kind of more like expand the cash transfers to farmers under PM Kisan?
No, cash transfers to farmers is not a solution at all. It's a band-aid for cancer. What needs to happen is there's a very wide gap between the price that the farmer gets and the price that the consumer pays. The government simply has to govern that difference. It's not a money issue for the government. It's a governance issue for the government. When a farmer gets 15 to 20 rupees for a kilo of paddy, why do we buy it for 60 rupees? And where is this extra 40 rupees going? If the government focuses on that, it is possible to double the farmer's income without increasing food prices. I think that should be the government's priority.